going to show you a project that I did a couple years ago. So this post will be a little bit different, kind of a retrospective view on how I did things. I made this blue Fairytale Belle dress out of a prom dress. So I started with a dress that looked like this. A lot of dresses have beautiful embellishments on the back, lacing, details, pleats, and I wanted to experiment with trying to turn a dress around to put some of that detailing on the front. So actually, from the picture that you showed, this lacing was actually the back of the dress. There were a few considerations with that. The first is the bust part. As you can see, there's a few wrinkles in this dress, but what I ended up having to do was fold those bust cuffs in and re-sew the darts down. This was reasonably effective, and for a stage costume, I think it works just fine. I took the apron off so that I can show you an additional challenge with moving the back of a dress to a front, and that is the zipper. My original zipper for this dress is right here. I didn't want to replace it, so I just left it there as it was so that there's space to get in and out of the dress right here. So then when you close this up, this is how the dress originally fit. This also was originally a floor length dress. So in order to shorten the skirt, first I marked where the waistline was and I ran a row of stay stitching around here. Then I measured down how much I wanted to shorten the skirt, and I ran another row of stay stitching. Then I put the dress up and pleated it onto the bodice. I later went back and added the petticoat underneath. So after I had pleated it, I knew I was going to need some extra space to get in and out of this dress, and so what I did was I left this flap. This was not the most satisfactory thing. I ended up just using Velcro, and so it will Velcro flat, but it's not very nice if you're not wearing the apron. If the apron is over the top, that covers that little bulgy place right there without a problem, and it's not an issue. If you were just wearing it like this, you would need to come up with some other solution for closing the dress. So I would say this was really less than successful. So once I had the blue dress, the jumper part done, I needed to make a blouse to go underneath, and I decided to make a mock blouse. So again, this is the original lacing from the back of the dress. And I just made some sleeves and I inset them into the original dress. And then I made a flap of white fabric and put some eyelet on top of it. And there's a strip of Velcro on this side. So really this is just a flap of fabric which folds over. After I was done doing this, I am not sure by the time I made the sleeves and everything that this saved me a lot of time. If I had made a regular white blouse, it would have been usable for other things, and I think it probably would have been more useful than just this one that's inset. But this works. I took the original petticoat that was underneath of the dress and I just added some eyelet trim on the bottom, and it sticks out just enough so that when you move it looks like there's a petticoat underneath of there. I took some of the scrap lining and I lined it with petticoat net and shaped it into a bow. This is just the extra scrap of fabric tied around here. This could be glued to a barrette, or it could be fastened to a hair tie, however you'd like to secure it in your head. When I was doing this, I didn't take care of my bust problem until the end, and so my skirt was already on. If I were going to do this again, I would have taken care of those pleats and gotten that fabric out of there and then put my skirt on. So this is the apron that I made. I just used a section of, I think this was either a curtain or a bed skirt. You can see that it matches the bodice here, and it also matches the sleeves. I just sewed it onto a waistband. One thing that I did that I was not real happy about was I didn't make the ties long enough, and so I just stitched some ties on, but this just makes a real bulky bow in the back, and so I'm not real happy with that. So here we have it. This is a blue Fairytale dress that was made from the by flipping around a blue prom dress. It is a nice fairytale looking costume, I think. I think you could use it for Belle. I think you could use it for Little Red Riding Hood or any other, maybe even Cinderella. It has a very fairytale look. I will tell you that this is not good if you're doing Beauty and the Beast, the musical, because in that Belle has a lot of fast changes. And while this isn't so bad, this lacing back and forth isn't something that you want to have to mess with, so you'd have to come up with something else. I hope that this helps you to start looking at dresses a little bit differently and seeing the potential that might be there. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like more information, you can find my blog post at www.costumecrazed.me. And as always, happy costuming!